Hi guys, so as you can probably tell from the title, this is a full face of new makeup that I am doing and filming today. So it's going to be all of, well, not all of the new makeup, but a majority of the makeup that I reviewed in last week's vlog, and it's going to be just like a few of the new items because I have got like 2 foundations and I can't wear that in one video. So it's going to be a few things that I picked out from last week's haul, and I'm just going to be trying that on my face and giving you my opinions and my impressions on it. And so carry on watching if you want to see me create this makeup look with a few of the items that I have bought throughout last week and a few items that have come through this week, which I haven't put in the video that I filmed last week. So carry on watching, guys. Okay, so I'm going to start off by taking my Farsali Rose Gold Elixir, and I'm going to just dot that around my face before, just as a primer. So here they are. Like, I don't know if this is going to pick it up, and I'm just going to take this and prime my face with it, I guess. So, oh my god, it's dripping. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my hand to rub this in. Like, I know some people would not want to do this, but I will. And I've taken too much. This smells really nice. Yeah, I've literally taken a lot. So if you guys have seen, I've just applied some of that to my lips as well, just to kind of like nourish the lips a little bit and moisturize them. So next I'm going to take my Nars Sheer Glow foundation in the shade Punjab. Take this out of the box. This is the first time I'm going to be trying this on, guys. So I'm just going to add the pump to it as well. So I did have to buy this separately. I think I've mentioned in my previous video of unboxing a full one. So I'm taking this out of the packet now. I'm just going to add it onto the here. So just going to take that off. I think now I can't, the lid is not going to fit back on this, so it's literally just not going to happen. So I'm just going to take a few pumps of this in the back of my hand. So I'm just going to dot this around my face first, evenly. This is how I usually do it. I know some people may do this differently, I'm not sure. I'm going to take my, this is an old brush but it doesn't matter, this is my Hourglass brush for foundation that I use. I'm just going to blend this out in my skin evenly. I do like to focus foundation like from the center of my face and outwards. Okay, this is looking really light on camera, guys, but I think it does oxidize, and I will be bronzing my face, so it should be fine. So once you feel like it's blended out like as much as you want it to be, I'm going to move on to under eye concealer. So I haven't bought anything new in concealer, so I'm going to take my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard, and I'm just going to conceal my under eyes with this. I'm just going to take a beauty blender and kind of just blend it out. Okay, so next I'm going to take my Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm just going to set my under eyes quickly. So I'm just going to take this little sticker off now, and yeah, I haven't really used this before, as you guys are aware now. So I've taken the sticker off now. I'm just going to put the lid back on. So the lid looks like this, and this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to tap this a little bit from the back just to release some product from the inside. Now a lot of product hasn't really come out, and apparently like the saleswoman did say that like you don't need a lot of it. So let's see, I've done it again, so I'll take that much for now. I'm going to set this with my Yachiyo Kabuki brush from Nars. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and just apply that to my under eye. Okay, I'm going to take what's left in here and I'm just going to apply that all over my face because I like the way it's like the finish that it's giving me. Really like that, so I'm just going to apply that all over my face. It's giving me like a radiant kind of glow. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick this up as well. Okay, this is not working. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap some more out. But I like the way like there's only a little product that comes out from here because it's kind of like less product that's going to be wasted. And you honestly don't need a lot. Like I can see this, it's literally just added like a healthy glow to my skin. To be honest guys, I do like this Nars Sheer Glow foundation. I kind of think that it's making my skin like, I think it has warmed up on my skin a little bit now. I don't think the camera can pick it up, but I can really like see it has warmed up. It's not as bad as it was when I was applying it. And also like the Rose Gold Elixir, I have put up a review for that, so watch out for the review because I have filmed a review already. And for the Jelly Beam highlight in Glazed, I've done a review for that as well, so I'll attach the link below so you guys can have a look at that if you want to. But I have mentioned in the video that I do really like the Rose Gold Elixir. It really does smooth out the skin, it does make your skin feel nice and healthy. I think that's with all of Farsali products, so like all of them are just a win-win for me. Okay, so now that's done, I'm gonna move on to a new bronzer that I've bought. So I've bought two new bronzers. So I've bought the Nars Laguna bronzer and I've also bought the Marc Jacobs Omega Coconut bronzer in Perfect Tan or Tastic, it's here. So this just came this week and that's why I didn't really get to put this into my haul. So I'm going to use this now. So this is what it looks like. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bronze my face with this. I have heard a lot of good things about this, so we'll find out if I actually find that this is a good product and if it works for me. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Yachiyo Kabuki brush by Nars again, and I'm just going to dip this in here and bronze my face with it. I'm just taking it in circular motions so it looks nice and like blended out. It doesn't look too harsh. So far I do like the colour of this bronzer. I'm not going to bronze up here because I just feel like I'm already a little bit darker up there because I don't know what it is, but the tan that I've got since holiday is just not going. Like it just does not want to go. It has lightened up a bit, but it just does not want to leave me. So I will just bronze here where I feel like I need to, but on the top of my forehead I don't want to go too dark. So this is the bronzer. I really like it. And by the way guys, this highlight that you can see, I haven't applied any highlight as you guys are aware. I haven't even put any like anything underneath my foundation either, apart from the Rose Gold Elixir, which are these drops from Farsali, and that's already given me like a natural healthy glow, so I didn't really have to put the Blaquer backlighting primer or anything that's kind of luminous underneath. It's just the oil that I've used, which is really good because you don't have to put anything and it doesn't look fake up close either. It just looks like natural. It just looks really natural and like you're naturally glowing. So for eyes, I'm going to take the Moroccan Spice palette from Fenty Beauty. So I'm going to prime my eyes with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Eye Primer, Amplifying Eye Primer actually. And I'm just going to apply that to my eyes. So this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to use my ring finger to blend this out. Okay, so that's out of the way. Now I'm going to take my new brush, which is the Superhero It Cosmetics 4-in-1 Transforming Super Shadow and Liner Brush, which is this one. And like I showed you in my previous video, it's like a 4-in-1 brush. So this is the liner brush, and this over here is like it transforms into 3 different brushes. So starting off with the all over brush, which is like good for blending. Then this is the crease brush, and then this is the smudger brush, so it's a little bit smaller. And then this is really good for picking up like pigments and stuff and kind of deepening the eye look. So taking my Moroccan Spice palette, I'm going to do a very simple eye. I'm not going to go crazy today because I don't know why I feel like having a natural look. I'm going to go ahead and use the all over brush, and I'm going to take the shade Come and Get It, which is this shade right here, and I'm going to apply that all over my eye. Guys, I feel like the colours in this palette are so pretty. I really like this palette already. Like I've used this so far and it's blended out quite evenly, I feel. So next I'm going to take the shade Spice Trip, which is this colour right here, and I'm going to apply that in my crease. So I'm going to make this smaller to the crease brush, I'm just going to take that in my crease. Guys, honestly, this brush is so good. Like, I love the fact that I can use all brushes. Like, I don't have to keep reaching out for a different brush. Like, this brush does it all in one. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Fez Up, which is this shade here. It's like a maroony, plummy kind of shade. So I'm still going to keep the brush on the crease kind of end, and I'm just going to take this on my outer V. I am really liking the bristles on this brush as well. Like, they're not too hard or anything. They're just really nice and soft, and they're like synthetic as well, so they're not like natural hairs, which is really good. So it's not like, it's kind of not affecting anything. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and take the shade Quicksand, which is this pinky kind of coral shade here. I'm gonna take this in my crease. Okay, and now I'm gonna take the shade Hennessy, which is this dark brown shade here, and I'm gonna take it into the smudger brush. I'm gonna change the level of the brush to the smudger brush, which is a little bit smaller. I'm gonna dip it into Hennessy, and I'm just going to like, so as you can see, like the smudger brush, it's kind of picked up more product, and and that's good because I want it to be a little bit more defined. So I'm gonna pack on the product first, and then I'm gonna blend it out. So I'm gonna do the same on this side. So I'm gonna put it back into the crease level, and I'm just gonna, I've kept it on the crease level because I still want it to be like, I still want the brush to be a little bit more tighter. So for the center of my eye, I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Desert Baked, which is this kind of coppery, shimmery shade over here. So I'm going to use my ring finger again, and I'm just going to apply that on my lid, just for like a pop of color. So now that my eye is complete, I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to put it on the all over level, which is all the way down, and just blend everything out together so it's like a nice smoked finish. And so there's not any harsh lines that you can see. It's okay if you make like mistakes, because you can always go back and correct them with some concealer, which I'll show you guys in a minute. So I'm going to go and use my liner brush. I'm going to take the shade Hennessy, the dark brown shade, and I'm just going to line my under eye. Okay, and now I'm going to take my brush in the smudger brush, so I'm going to put it on the smudger level, and I'm going to take the shade Come and Get It, which is the light brown shade here, light brown orangey shade, and I'm going to blend out my under eye, or smudge it out a little bit. Okay guys, so that's my eyeshadow completed. Now I'm going to take a eyeliner. So guys, I don't really have a new eyeliner at the moment. I haven't purchased a new one or anything. So I'm going to take the classic eye powder pencil from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Audrey, and I'm just going to tightline my eye. And this shade is like a dark chocolatey brown. I'm going to take the same shade, and I'm just going to line my lash line. So I haven't really extended, like I haven't made a flick or anything. I've just kind of lined my upper lash line, and I haven't really like taken it out. It's just like a normal line. And now I am going to take some mascara as well. I don't have a new mascara, so I'm going to go in with my favorite mascara, which is the Marc Jacobs Black Noir mascara, and I'm just going to apply that on my lashes. Okay guys, so that's mascara and eyes completed. So I'm still going to do my inner corner highlight, but I'm going to wait until I use my highlighter to actually do that. So now I'm going to take my blusher. So I'm going to go ahead with the new Blush Book palette from Tarte, and I'm going to apply a blusher from this palette here. So the shade that I'm going to take is Study Sesh, and I'm going to mix that with Spirit Fingers. So Spirit Fingers is this shade here, which is like a pinky, like a neutral pink, and this shade over here is like a mauvey pink. So I'm going to mix these two together using my Yachiyo Kabuki brush from Nars. This is my favorite brush. Like, You guys can see that I've used this brush to like bronze, to set my translucent powder and my makeup, and now to like blush. So it is like a really universal brush. So guys, as you can see, like this blush palette is so good. You've got a lot of shades that you can work from with this, and you can mix and match different shades. And they are very long lasting. I have done like a little review of this already, which was while I was unboxing everything, but I haven't used these two shades, so I'm going to use it on here anyway. So you can build this up, but I don't want to go too crazy at the moment because my look is quite neutral. So I'm going to do this on the same, use the same shades on this side. I'm just going to take a little bit more of this Marc Jacobs bronzer, and I'm just going to kind of bring it up a little bit. So the highlighter that I'm going to be using is the Farsali Jelly Beam highlighter, which is, it looks like jelly, so I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. It's literally just jelly. So I'm going to apply this to where I would highlight my face, and I don't think you need a lot of this, like that's a lot. And I'm going to dot it in the areas where I feel like I want to highlight my face. I'm too scared to use it because I have already done a review on this, and like I don't want to use too much. And it says the best way to use it is by using your fingers, so I'm going to kind of use my finger and spread it out. I'm just going to take this anywhere else where I would highlight my, any other areas that I'd want to highlight. Okay, so I was going to use the highlighter in my inner corners, but because I just don't want it to be too messy, I'm just going to take a normal highlighter. So I'm going to take the highlighter, it's called Extra Credit, which is this champagne-y kind of colour here. I'm just going to apply that in my inner corners just to highlight and brighten my eyes. So I don't have anything new for brows, so I'm going to go ahead and take my Tom Ford brow sculpting kit, and I'm going to take these two shades in here and mix them up and just quickly fill in my eyebrows. So I've just went and filled in where I've needed to fill them in, so I haven't gone really crazy with my brows. So now everything is complete. I'm going to move on to the lips, and for lips I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Demi Matte liquid lipstick in the shade Shaker, and this is what it looks like, and it's like a pink, like a bright, I don't know how to explain this colour, but it's just really flattering, and I feel like it would work on a lot of skin tones. So this was the #1 bestseller out of all of the new Demi Mattes that Huda launched, and I don't know, like I really like the colour when I swatched it, so I'm going to go ahead and try this on now. So it's really opaque, and I didn't need a lot of this to like kind of fill up the whole of my lips. And that's the look, guys, that's the completed look. I really like this liquid lipstick. So what I really like about the Demi Mattes is that once you apply them, they go on really opaque and they make your lips look a lot more fuller. I think they have like mint in there or some sort of ingredient which is kind of like tingly on the lips, and it kind of helps to plump up the lips as well. And it's really helped me as well because like I have dry lips, and it does really help to kind of moisturize the lips as well. So I really like the Demi Mattes, and this is a really nice color. Like I think it looks really nice, and I think it would look really good on other people's skin tones as well. Like it would just go with a lot of skin tones. So I did tell you guys that if you did go wrong with your eyeshadow, a good way to correct it is to take some concealer and take like a beauty blender and just kind of dab, like kind of shape your eye again. So because if your shadow's kind of gone like a little bit crazy, you can then shape your eye by just using a beauty blender and just shaping it, so it will just correct anywhere that your eyeshadow just gone out of place. So it gives you kind of like, it adds like a shape to your eyes as well, so you can go ahead and do that. That really works, and that's like something that I do usually all the time when my eyeshadow goes a little bit wrong. So that's my completed look, guys. Thank you for watching. So that's all the new products, well not exactly all of the new products, but a majority of the new products that I bought from last week's haul. And I just thought that because some of you guys did request for me to go ahead and do like a first impressions and try on all the new makeup that I've bought, I've gone ahead and done a full look on that. There are some things that have been left out, but I will be going ahead and doing like another few makeup tutorials which I will be able to use the new products that I have bought as well, so you guys will be able to see that in my upcoming videos. Okay, so that brings me to the end of my full face of new makeup look. So that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed doing it and filming this. So let me know if you have anything to say in the comments below, or anything else that you'd want to say to me. Like I always say, just contact me on my social media, which is in the description box below. And that's all I have to say, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.